Welcome to BhaaviTaram. Hope you understood the topic as I put the background music. Yeah, hydration. So we are talking about health is wealth. In the topic, we are talking about hydration today. By the way, welcome to BhaaviTaram video channel. This is your BhaaviTaram Srinivas. Today we are going to talk about hydration and why it is important. Before that, BhaaviTaram video channel's most exciting goal is to share health and wealth information with at least 1 million people, along with her wellness living by 31st December 2027. Before we dive into the video, a brief disclaimer about the information. What is health? We said it is combination of four things: nutrition, hydration, motion, and emotion. Right? So we are going to deep dive little bit into the hydration part of it. Right? Now, our body is having about 70% of the water. Right? If you see here, so we displayed where all the water content is there. And let's go to the next slide. This makes it a little bit more different, more pictures, right? It says lung size 80%, joint size 83%, heart has 79% of water. Amazing. So I'm sure by now you recognize water is more important for you to see to live a healthy life, right? So let's look into a little bit more details, but this is very, very important topic today we are talking. I hope you all drink some water. Okay, let me drink some water here. Okay. Now, lack of hydration. If you do not have, we have seen all the organs and parts of our body contain so much percentage of water. An average it is 70%. So if you do not have hydration or enough hydration, what happens? And actually, I believe in US, one of the survey research they did, they said about 63%, around 63% of people are underhydrated, not drinking enough water. By the way, if you're drinking juice, probably coffee, tea with milk, sugar, and all those kind of things, or soda, they are not considered as water. Only what you have to consider as a water is when you drink the water as it is plain water, or at the most you can say water with probably, let's say, very light flavored with a natural herbs like let's say green tea. They're not adding anything else, no flavors, no nothing, but just a green tea just to get a flavor. Or sometimes people add some herbs and drink. That is considered as a water. So water is definitely very, very, very important. Okay, so I hope you definitely focus on that. Now, one of the most painful probably is lack of hydration is constipation. Okay, I'm not saying that just drinking the water itself will solve your constipation problem, but it can be cured. But most of the challenges can be overcome, and definitely it will help you ease into the this situation. Okay, so one of the thing, right? There are many other things, right? Now I just put eight of the things here. What are the symptoms of lack of hydration? But there are many more. And again, one of the research, believe it was again research in US done. What they said is the lack of hydration can create about 330 different chronic issues in our body, right? Simple things. You may not really pay attention to it, like laziness or lack of focus, or you may not You may not pay attention, or thinking is not right, or you may lose patience. Different things are like that. Very simple things, but of course it will definitely affect your productivity and reaching your goal, right? So some of the things I'm saying here is dry mouth, fatigue, you feel tired, anxiety. Hey, this is, see, many people are saying, again, this is also big topic. I think we have done a video in the recent past, anxiety overcome and all that. We can put those in the links in the description. But hey, one of the, I'm not saying again it will cure or it will completely eliminate, but hey, it will improve in the sense, let's say you have for everything you are getting anxiety. Maybe some of the things you may take it light, or you may take it understand, because I said thinking, focus and all that is there, right? It improves, right? Then dizziness or headache or extreme thirst, then premature aging, you may look old, muscle cramps, pains and all that, aches and pains, right? Because 83%, see, water is like a shock absorbers for our body, right? I'm sure you all know shock absorbers, right? I believe in US area we call struts. In India and Europe, they call probably shock absorbers for a vehicle, right? So when you have this, it acts as a springs for you. So it's very, very important to use the water, right? Then the clean, fresh water is required for our body, because there's a fuel and there's a lubrication and everything it is doing, right? Now, do you know we have only 1% of the pure water in the world? Again, in the world also, I don't know, is a coincidence. It's about uh, two-third of the water, two-third of the earth is water, right? Like a 66% is something is water, and rest of 34% is a earth, land, right? But in this world, we have only 1% of pure water, but it's enough for us, all of us, to drink. Okay, we don't have to worry about it. And thankfully, we live in Michigan in USA, where we have again, this is debatable. Sometimes people say this one is biggest, some people something else is biggest, but we have great lakes. Five lakes are here, uh, probably about 200 to 300 miles where I live. It's a pure water, five different lakes. They call that is the largest body of the water, pure water in the world. Right? Water is very important, and this is just a fun fact. Okay, nothing to do with what we are talking. But now, what are the benefits of water? Again, there are lots of benefits of the water. Just if I put the four or five here, first thing is it helps you to regulating the digestion. Remember, the first lack of hydration, we said, constipation problem, right? So if you have a digestion system is very good, right, all the food that you are eating digesting well, what happens? Your bowel movement is good. There is no constipation. Glowing skin, we said premature aging and all that, right? You feel look good, right? See, joint health, it improves. Some little bit aches and pains, it will go. You'll be in a good mood and focus. That's very important for you to success. I think everybody want to climb in the corporate ladder and promotions, or build your company or business, or you want to look everything that you want to do. Hey, you need a good focus and mood, right? Also, now again, I believe about 65% we are talking overweight or more people around the world, not just in the US, but it will help you reducing some of the body weight, in the sense, uh, if you have enough water or the hydration to the body, it will eliminate some of the cravings, because sometimes body is signaling like thirsty, but people like to eat something salty. See, you are putting an extra calorie. And of course, during my wellness and health coach, healthy weight coaching, I suggest people, if they feel hungry, before you grab for a snack, I say, hey, take some water, take a sip of water, and see if that hunger goes away. Because you might, body is saying, or your mind is signaling that, hey, buddy, you need water, you are thirsty, right? But you may reach out to some salty items sometimes, some chocolates or different things, right? So it will, and there are much more. We can go and on, but I'm just restricting four or five. I'm sure these are the At least these four or five helps you with the drinking enough water, it will help. Now you may have a question, how to start my day and how to drink the water. Now, this is my recommendation. Again, if there is any medical situation, like there are certain people, doctor may suggest do not drink more water in case of some kidney challenge or heart related things. Please follow the doctor guidelines. But otherwise, what I would say is first thing in the morning, if you can, I cut the drink and say eat 2 cups of warm water. What I mean to say is when you're drinking water, drink sip by sip very slowly. Don't just gulp it, right? So sometimes, in the when we're at, I believe, a college, we used to have this kind of challenge. We'll take a bottle and, hey, who drinks the fast? That's okay. Once in a while, you have fun, a challenge or competition, but not all the time, right? It's a very good idea to sip the water very slow. Let it be there a second or two in your mouth and enjoy the water flavor taste of it, right? It's not just you're drinking the water, because when you do that, what happens is certain enzymes in your mouth mix with the water and it helps it more for your health, right? So you do it. Why I'm saying before, in the morning, it helps you in probably bowel movement also. Certain people have different situations. The constipation, some extent, it will help you. Now hydrate through the day. Now what I do is, of course, most of the time I drink warm water. Warm water. Not you don't have to, but if you have an option availability, please drink warm water. The two benefits. It will help you, will improve hydration, hydrate the body a little faster. Okay, then you will not be gulping. You will be just taking sip by sip by sip, because it's a warm water, right? And there are also some other researches. If you drink cold water, actually your body burns some calories. Again, there is some debatable questions are there on that, but hey, whatever works. But the bottom line is we got to drink enough water every day, right? So based on your weight, you can find out how much water I do need. So I'll share here, right? So how much water I should drink, right? If you are 80 lb, there are about 5 glasses of water like this. Based on your water, maybe you can take screenshot and do this. Somebody looking in the cages, I put in a different screen for you, right? Take a screenshot, and here is a woman picture, but I'm not saying this is just for women. It for any gender, this kind of water is required. But again, as I mentioned, if you have any medical situations and doctor suggested or something, do follow the doctor's instructions. But one fun game I would like to play before we close this session. Hey, you have seen so far, I'm sure you love to learn about your health, and I'm sure we gave some good information for you. Before you close this video, if you can type which city or country you are logging in or watching this video, and how many cups of water you are drinking now. If you could share with us, that will be fantastic. And because hey, we want each one of us to be very healthy and wealthy. Thank you for watching our video, supporting Bhavitaram. Please share with your friends and family, and do comments what you like here and what are some of the topics we can do it, right? With that, we look forward to see you next video. Until then, bye.